Barnstable Municipal Airport is getting a new assistant manager. Job seekers are getting help from a local organization. Plus, we'll talk with Cape Cod Healthcare's Cheryl Bartlett, who was recently appointed the executive director of the organization's Cape Cod Regional Substance Abuse Prevention Initiative. These stories and more on this episode of Barnstable Today. It's Wednesday, January 21st, 2015. I'm Sarah Mannel. A new leader will help keep Barnstable Municipal Airport running smoothly. The Airport Commission unanimously voted last night to approve hiring Katie Service to take over the position as current Assistant Airport Manager Frank Sanchez retires. Commission Chair Ron Persutti says Service will fit in well at the airport.
I want to just say one thing about Katie, and that is that you all know how I can be with some of my questions, and especially if I think I really don't have the 100% answer. And I did everything in my power to frazzle Katie, and I was extremely unsuccessful. She just kept coming back. Amazing. Kept coming back and back and back, and it was really something to see. So I don't think she's going to have any problem handling any of her new duties.
Service addressed the commission following the vote and said she is ready for the challenge.
I'm extremely excited about taking on this post. During my interview process, they had asked me, what was my main reasoning for wanting to get back in airport operations. And this is where I started. This is where I started my career, and this is where I want to end my career. I fought long and hard, I think, for this position, and I'm very excited for it. It's going to have its challenges, that's no doubt. Every airport does. But you have a good team here to start off with. So I'm really looking forward to this post.
Service will work with Sanchez for a few weeks to allow for a smooth transition. Her first day on the job is Monday. Well, finding a job can be tough, but one local organization is making that process a little easier. The Cape and Islands Workforce Investment Board offers many free services for both individuals looking for employment and for companies looking for employees. Executive Director David Augustino says the One Stop located in Hyannis is not just the unemployment office.
Our career opportunity centers are we're really employment and training organization that works with both businesses and individuals with a big picture job of trying to do our best to make sure that there's a labor force for the businesses in the region. So we'll talk about businesses second, but I'll talk about individuals first. So anyone can come to our career center and just register as a member of Career Opportunities, and we have a resource room with telephones, fax machines, copy machines, and computer databases that you can use for free. That anyone can use for free. So even if you have a job and you wanted to maybe see if there's a better job out there for you, you can come to our Career Opportunity Center and use all those resources. We also offer for free a wide range of workshops, including resume writing, interviewing skills, how to present to an employer, a whole range of workshops to help individuals to find jobs. But as I mentioned, we provide a wide range of services to businesses also, including businesses can post jobs with us. So if they're looking for an employee, we have business services representatives that will work with them to help to find individuals to fill jobs. But we also work with businesses so that they can present. We do like mini job fairs at the Career Center where we might focus on an industry, like say either the financial services industry or retail, and businesses can come in and for free we'll advertise a hiring event, and they can meet candidates and hire individuals from that pool.
The Cape and Islands Workforce Investment Board is located on North Street in Hyannis. You can learn more about its services by visiting ciwib.org. Cape Cod Healthcare wants to make sure it's part of the solution to the opiate epidemic. They recently hired Cheryl Bartlett to head up the Cape Cod Regional Substance Abuse Prevention Initiative. Barnstable This Morning host Sarah Colvin sat down with Bartlett. We share that interview with you now.
So Cheryl, I wanted to talk a little bit about your history in the health industry. Most recently served as Commissioner of the Department of Public Health. So tell me a little bit about your past history and involvement with issues in terms of public health.
Well, I probably started my public health journey as the founder of the Nantucket AIDS Network about 25 years ago on Nantucket, which eventually got me up to the Massachusetts Department of Public Health in 2008 when John Auerbach was commissioner. And in that 6.5 years that I was there, I was promoted 4 times to various positions of leadership, and eventually in May of 2013 I took over as commissioner. And I think a theme throughout my career has kept bringing me back to the issue of substance abuse and substance abuse prevention. And as commissioner, Governor Patrick and I declared a public health emergency around opiate overdose deaths and just the use of prescription opiates in general that are usually a path to heroin. And in that experience, I've really been fortunate to go across the state as well as the nation to really learn what this devastating public health issue is doing to our communities, our families, and to individuals who suffer from substance use disorders.
How have you seen the issue change over the years?
So I guess I would say if you look at what happened 20 or 25 years ago, most people's experience with opiates recreationally were heroin. And that was often a deterrent for most people to realize that heroin was probably a bad choice to make. Now what we're seeing is probably 70 to 80% of people that wind up using heroin have had their path start with a prescription opiate. And a majority of those prescription opiates were something that a friend or a family member gave them that weren't their own prescription. And if your brain has the sort of predisposition to become addicted to opiates, then very quickly people move from a prescription opiate addiction to heroin because it's so much cheaper. One prescription opiate on the street, I've heard, is anywhere from $30 to $80 a pill, and a bag of heroin is anywhere from $3 to $10. So a really sad path that happens often.
Absolutely, and really kind of terrifying, you know, as you think about heroin as a deterrent. And, you know, certainly it's a big decision to want to take a drug and, you know, like that, go to the lengths that you need to go to obtain it, and then all the various ways in which to ingest it, you know, scary ways.
Yes.
But taking a pill is something that a lot of us do every day.
Right, and they're in our medicine cabinet, so they're legal. And one would think that if the parents have a bottle of some kind of pill in the medicine cabinet, it probably isn't that bad for them to take.
Absolutely. So, you know, there's certainly no question we really are in the middle of a crisis when it comes to substance abuse. We're seeing overdoses, multiple overdoses every day here on Cape Cod and Barnstable and Yarmouth and Falmouth and really in all of our towns. So talk to me a little bit about how you're going to be working with the Regional Substance Abuse Prevention Initiative and the hospital and Cape Cod Healthcare to try and help to solve this issue. What kind of things can be done almost right away, if anything?
So I sort of see 2 tracks. One is coming up with some short-term strategies that we can implement right away so that we begin to get some messaging out there about how unsafe prescription opiates are for parents and for youth, while at the same time really working with the community. The county, as you know, most recently got a large $500,000 grant for an over 5-year period to try to help organize the community into creating a multi-sector plan to address this, anywhere from prevention to treatment to public safety. But that will take a little bit longer time period, and I think we're anxious to get out there and start to do some things while at the same time coordinate with all the existing people who have across the Cape for a long time been interested and or working on this
We'll
issue.
be sure to tune in to our hour-long news program, Barnstable This Morning, weekdays at 7 a.m. On tomorrow's show, we will hear from Airport Manager Bud Briant. We'll get a preview of tomorrow night's Town Council meeting with Town Council President Jessica Rapp-Grassetti. Plus, we'll have all the news and information you need. For Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Mantle.